Pop quiz. Which factors most strongly affect a marriage? How can you predict the outcome of a marriage? What are the top 3 areas that cause marital problems? What can couples do to ensure a strong and stable marriage? Should people know the answers to these questions before they get married? Yes. Knowing the answers to these and other questions would be beneficial to any couple wishing to get married. If you are hoping to be a part of a happy and healthy marriage someday, or if you are already married, marriage education can help you achieve a strong and stable relationship. According to Olson, Dufresne, and Skogrand, about half of first-time marriages end in divorce. Divorce and marital dissatisfaction are costly for couples, families, children, and the government. The financial cost of marriage is surprisingly high, totaling $14,000 for the year of divorce in personal costs, and a cost to communities, local and federal governments of approximately $30,000 per divorce. Olson, Dufresne, and Skogrand also mentioned that this cost could be invested in education to strengthen marriages rather than pay for divorces. Aside from the financial costs, there's an obvious emotional cost to everyone who's involved in the divorce. It can be very difficult for the newly single individuals to adjust to life outside of their marriage, and can also be traumatic for their children. Olson, Dufresne, and Skogrand state that based on a longitudinal study, divorce has a long-term impact on children, including an increased risk for depression, underachievement, and emotional problems. Some also had trouble in their love lives as many as 15 years after the parents' divorce. Some children may end up caught in a custody battle as parents try to get back at each other, and then lose intimacy with both of their parents. The Administration for Children and Families also points out that parental conflict is a risk factor for child mental health problems. Divorces can have many negative consequences that ripple out from the couple and affect their children and communities. If more people knew about marriage education, and if states worked to promote marriage education, there would be many more happy couples. Simple awareness can do so much. Many churches not only offer, but mandate marriage education before the wedding. I spoke with Rachel Meyer, who has recently taken some premarital education courses through her church, and she said that it was really fun. She and her fiancé enjoyed learning about ways to enrich their marriage together. She also told me that one particular book that her class used was so effective that she bought copies for her parents and her married brother. You may ask, if marriage education is fun and effective, why hasn't the government taken any action to promote these programs? Actually, some state governments have. In 1998, Florida was the first state to pass legislation requiring high school students to take a course in marriage education and relationships, and also encourage engaged couples to take a premarital course by providing reduced marriage license fees for those who participate. This issue is also important to the federal government. In fact, according to Olson, Dufresne, and Skogrand, the federal government passed legislation in 2006 which provided grant money to 126 organizations to provide programs that promote healthy marriage. The Administration for Children and Families said that healthy marriages are the foundation of a successful society. Imagine going into your marriage knowing that your relationship will last and that you can sustain a happy and healthy relationship. The Administration for Children and Family says that one benefit of marriage education is that it basically provides a roadmap of what to expect throughout the marriage. An article on the National Extension Relationship and Marriage Education Network, entitled Projects and Resources, Evaluation and Research, Marriage Education in High Schools has shown statistically that participating students have a greater awareness of healthy and unhealthy relationship patterns. According to Olson, Dufresne, and Skogrand, if more couples participate in marriage education programs, they will gain confidence in their ability to resolve marital conflicts and be successful. They will know where to turn if their problems become out of hand, because premarital programs introduce couples to people who can help. The couples will also learn how to cope with common marital problems stemming from issues in expectations, communication, and problem solving. The Administration for Children and Families also says couples will understand marital problems and solutions to these problems. In addition to all of the above, couples will work hard to keep their marriage strong because they'll understand that all marriages take work. To conclude, multiple sources have stated that marriage education increases marital satisfaction and reduces conflict and the rate of domestic violence. This results in healthier home environments for couples and their children as well. More than one study has found that people who take part in these programs are more happily married and feel they have the tools to deal with marital problems, not only right after taking the classes, but also months and even years later. If you would like to take a marriage education class before you get married, contact your church or visit www.nermen.org to learn about programs in your area. If you agree that mandatory marriage education could help save marriages and families in Nebraska, I urge you to write to your representative. So, which factors affect a marriage? What 3 areas cause the most marital problems? How can you predict the outcome of a marriage? When you get married, will you know the answers?